Yesterday, Camilla held a reception at Buckingham Palace. The purpose of the reception was to bring awareness and to help combat violence against women. Ngozi Fulani, a British CEO of organization Sister Space, attended the event and discussed her racist experience. She said that a woman named Lady SH approached her and brushed her locks back in an effort to read her name badge. Lady SH is Susan Hussey, godmother of Prince William. She was also a longtime lady-in-waiting of Queen Elizabeth II. Susan then proceeded to ask her where did she come from. Ngozi then answered that her organization was based in Hackney, London. Lady Susan then replied, "No, what part of Africa are you from?" Ngozi answered that she didn't know because they didn't leave any records. Susan then continued to press the issue by stating, "No, you must know where you're from. I spent time in France. Where are you from?" Ngozi answered that she was from here, the UK. Susan then says, "No, but what nationality are you?" Ngozi answered, "I am born here and am British." Susan did not let up and said, "No, but where do you really come from? Where do your people come from?" Ngozi then says, "My people? Lady, what is this?" Susan then made a snarky reply and said, "Oh, I can see I am going to have a challenge getting you to say where you're from. When did you first come here?" Ngozi, tired of the woman questioning her, says, "Lady, I am a British national. My parents came here in the 50s. Lady Susan then said, "Oh, I knew we'd get there in the end. You're Caribbean." Ngozi replied, "No, lady, I am of African heritage, Caribbean descent, and British nationality." After this disgusting case of racism at a Buckingham Palace event, Lady Susan Hussey stepped down as a senior member of Charles's staff. It seems the royal family can't catch a break when it comes to allegations of racism. It is very unfortunate that Susan was not educated on matters of nationality, ethnicity, and heritage, and knowing the differences between each one. It was very clear when she asked the woman what nationality she was, that she was unaware of the differences. It was very clear that Susan was uneducated when she asked Ngozi what nationality she was just because she's black. She should know that many black individuals do not know the specific African country their ancestors are from because they were brought to various countries against their will. This is what makes Susan's intrusive questioning abhorrent. When Meghan and Harry went on the Oprah show and told of the racism that was experienced by certain senior family members, the palace stated that they would be focusing on diversity and inclusivity training and education. It doesn't appear that this was enforced, else situations such as the one experienced by Ngozi would not have happened. The palace has since issued a statement saying, "We take this incident extremely seriously and have investigated immediately to establish the full details. In this instance, unacceptable and deeply regrettable comments have been made. We have reached out to Ngozi Fulani on this matter and are inviting her to discuss all elements of her experience in person if she wishes. In the meantime, the individual concerned would like to express her profound apologies for the hurt caused and has stepped aside from her honorary role with immediate effect. All members of the household are being reminded of the diversity and inclusivity policies which they are required to uphold at all times." Ngozi clapped back to this statement. She said that no one from Buckingham Palace has actually reached out to her, but that she would be open to conversation. Why is Buckingham Palace choosing to make blanket statements without actually trying to resolve their issues surrounding race and racism? This was not really a good statement, as they only said that household members are being reminded of diversity and inclusivity policies. There needs to be solid action taken to rectify this problem, which is wrapped into the core of the system. Simple reminders are not helpful in these types of scenarios. Action and thorough education on inclusive practices are absolutely imperative if the royal family wants to do away with their elitist and separatist image. If these types of individuals are who senior royal family members are surrounding themselves with, one can only guess what the inner thoughts are of these members. Harry and Meghan never told us who that senior royal family member was who made the statements about Archie's skin color, and it kind of renews the interest in who exactly that person might have been.